Alright guys, so now we're going to start work on the wings. Specifically the wings that are closer here to the body of the ship. And we are going to try and work some magic and make these look just a bit different. There's just a few minor details that I want to work on changing with the wings of the Ewing. Nothing too terribly drastic. Just wanted to make a couple of adjustments, mainly just for color's sake. Put that there, then that there as well. So that we have a nice clean line there. And then in front of that, oh, I knocked this all out of the way. And behind this, we will place one of these, not that one. I realized that it had marker all over it. See, maybe place this here, just like that, or we can just leave that off. We'll probably just replace the front end again with one of these pieces here, just in that place. So now we're going to move on to the engines. So now we click that there, and then there. That is just a very small detail that I noticed on the a moment ago while I was trying to figure out exactly how everything was going to sit. So this is going to go on like that. Alright, so now I want to use these rather than what was originally here. I want to take those and place that there. But first, what I'm going to try and do is get these wings a bit better aligned, because at the moment, they're not the best when it comes to the alignment of things. Because I feel like they should be a little bit farther back. And in order to do that, I will need to disassemble the wing assembly just a bit. So let's see, this is going to have to go. So we'll just go ahead and remove that whole section there. And see if I can very gently lift up and move out. Because what I want to try to do is maybe flip, well, that didn't work out, this around this way. Alright, I'm not 100% sure, but I may have lost a couple of pieces in the transition here. And throw it down. So we are going to go ahead and attempt to buckle all this back down, place everything back the way that it was. I don't think I got it in far enough, so we'll go ahead and pop it back off. And there we go. I got it that time. There. All right. So now I'm going to walk over there and grab the other piece that rocketed across the room. And we will go ahead and hopefully finish this side during this video with no more parts explosions. So let's see. But that wing is going to have to come off again. So we'll go ahead and drop that wing so that we can start trying to get. Again, I do not endorse putting too much stress on your Legos. It is not at all good for them. So I cannot say that I endorse what I am doing, which is kind of bad. But nonetheless, we got it done with no damage to the Legos. But again, I do not recommend doing anything that you just watched me do. So again, we're going to click all of this back in, seating everything back where it was, and getting all of that set in, so that hopefully when I go to put this back on, it will align, oh yeah, a lot better with the rest of the build. So there's that, and then this piece here will go along this edge, if I remember right. It goes something like, we're supposed to go on there something like that, and then completing that look there. And we will add this onto here. Yes! Alright, we are getting there, guys. Nothing better than watching a build that you're working on come together. Now then, we're going to add this back on the very end of this, like so, which will allow us to take this section here, place it along here, like that. And now, as I said earlier, we were going to use the pieces that were stickered from the original build, but I feel like instead of doing that, I might be able to do something a little bit different and just add this onto the outside like that. And now, the other thing that I wanted to do in this video is address these cannons over here on the side, or these blasters for the ship. I have this assembly here, where we're going to add that at the end and place it there. I'm not sure that we're going to leave this section on. I don't really like too much how that looks, so what we may end up doing is replacing that with a, let's see how this looks, this 1x6 like that. Yeah, that's much better. And then we'll take these from up here, because I think I have some others to replace those. We'll just place those down here so that this, yeah, looks much, much better. But yeah, so that way the wing is in better alignment. And now we can work on filling in some of these gaps along here. Oh, and we've lost some parts. Let's get those back onto the build. Well, I'm pretty sure I used that wrong spot. Then we'll take, actually, something else I wanted to add on the back end here. There we go. Oh, I wonder if I was to take, there we go. I'll grab that for the front, this for the back. Let's go ahead and remove these. And we'll place this on here like that. And then we will take this and do that. There we go. Kind of doubling up the barrel there. Like the way that that looks. But yeah, guys, so that's going to be the first wing. There are going to be some other parts that will be added on later. And I will be sure to include those in the video where we start on the next wing. So this side is going to be next.